Rocky?
Let's see.
A couple chords. What's up, everyone? We're live at the Rocky Steps right now. I am excited. Let me get this camera set up. There we go. This is the kickoff of the Flashpoint 5.0 Live Immersion. This is my new friend, Mr. Tom Moore. And we've already had a miracle happen. Tom, please step right up.
Absolutely.
And
how are you?
So we just met a couple days ago on the phone.
Right.
And I was trying to find another piper.
Right.
And I found you. No,
Right.
no accident.
Right. Not an
And
accident.
didn't know anything about you other than we planned this, but please share a little bit about your background. And I'm just amazed.
So I was a corporate guy for almost 30 years, almost exactly 30 years. And I played the bagpipe since I was 6 years old, so for over 50 years at this point. And 7 years ago, I just decided that basically I needed to change my life. And I already had the bagpiping skills. I was involved in other kinds of music. And I just said, let me give this a go. And so for the last 7 years, I've been a full-time professional bagpiper, playing for weddings, funerals, parties, events like this, all over the Philadelphia region, up to about 150 miles away. I've played, in Manhattan. I've played in Baltimore. I've played in Washington, D.C. I've played at Arlington National Cemetery. I've played in Harrisburg. You name it, I've probably played there in the last 7 years. And changed my life, and I really enjoy it. It does help to have a very supportive partner, spouse, but I've been having a great life for the last 7 years doing this and meeting all kinds of great different people, and it's just been a lot of fun.
And now you're connected with the Flashpoint
now
community.
I'm connected with the Flashpoint.
You're the perfect fit. You're like going after. And I've never met a full-time piper before.
There aren't many of us.
Anybody.
There aren't many of us. There's
So,
really only a handful of people in the whole country, and certainly maybe even the whole world, maybe a dozen people who make their living at this.
Yeah, so I know you got to go. If you could just play us out.
Absolutely.
And if I can get everybody to come over here, just to come in, and Tom's going to play us out. We got a lot of people to introduce still. Mandy, I see you. I know you're looking to play the bagpipes. So. I will be in touch with you. So welcome, everyone. I'm glad you're here. Please share this. We have some introductions to do. We're at the steps right now. This is an iconic place. I got goosebumps from head to toe. So we got some excitement. And I'm going to be introducing some people that are kicking off the weekend. There's still time for you to get a virtual ticket or an in-person ticket. If this is the season of change and you know you want to do something different, come on. We're here. I'm going to start with Mr. Jim Hetherington. Jim, come on in here, my friend. This guy is my accountability buddy all the way from Canada.
That's right.
Coach Jim, author, speaker, mentor, married for over 40 years. Hi, Mary.
Yes, I know my wife will be watching for sure.
This is your second time at the steps, right?
It is, yeah.
Second time at the Rocky Steps.
Yeah.
Just whatever you want to share.
Well, we were talking earlier about journeys, and I was thinking about the journey because to be here on these stairs means a lot to me. Back in the late 70s when the Rocky movie came out, I just fell in love with it. I just loved his story. I loved everything about it. And it was at the time in my life where I was exercising and I was doing all that stuff. And so I was listening to the Rocky album and thought, I want to be on these stairs one of these days. And here I am. It took me a couple of years to get here. But now I've been here twice in just a few months, which has been absolutely amazing. So the journey to get here is absolutely great. And so I think the lesson out of it is to don't give up on the things that you want to, that you desire. Just continue to go on. I mean, that was a childhood dream, a teenage dream to come and dance on these stairs. And here I am. I'm still a teenager, a little bit whiter, but I'm dancing on these stairs. I've run up a few times already. And so it's just great to be here.
Wow.
And be with you.
And so you had a thought that you wanted to be on these steps.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. When I was a kid, I thought this would be the place that I would love to come and just be on these rocky stairs and do the same thing as he did.
Wow.
Dance on the top.
And look at this.
And here I am doing it. And, it was funny. I just went down. And for those that have never been here, there's a statue of Rocky doing one of these, right?
Yes.
And I went over there and take a picture of it. And there was an older guy, older than me, standing there. And he said, that looks so good when you did that. You look as fit as Rocky. I said, well, maybe not quite as fit. So I'll take it.
Jim, that's amazing. What are you most looking forward to this weekend?
Well, I've always, for me, we said at lunchtime, us and I, we get together virtually and we connect every week.
Yeah.
Just to keep each other on track, keep each other going. And I said, this was the best, check-in that we've had, the best accountability call we've had, because just to be able to do this in person. So for me to be here with you, just to support, encourage, and to partake in it, it's just a thrill, because I've been in your life since you started talking about this.
Yes.
So to see it come to fruition,
Yes.
go through 5 rounds, I'm just excited to be a part. I tried 2 rounds ago to get here, and then it just didn't happen. And so just to be a part of it, I'm just excited to be here and to support you, and just to take as much out of this weekend as I can.
I know you're going to be sharing a lot with people here. I mean, and I know people are going to be asking you about relationships because you've been married for over 40 years, and that is so amazing. So I'm just, man, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see what's going to unfold this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Can't wait. Can't wait.
So give Jim some love.
All
If
right.
you got him in the hearts there. Thank you so much. Woo! All right. So, Carrie, why don't you come on? Carrie's a returning person here. Tell us about your fitness. Come on over here.
Hi.
So this is Carrie, everyone, from Connecticut.
Carrie from Connecticut.
And this is your second time here. Third.
Third.
That's right. No, 3.0. Hold on a second. She came back. This is her third time coming back. So, yeah, we got the same colors on. So what does it mean for you? I mean, you've been here the third time. Maybe you could share what, like, the difference, like coming here the first time and then coming back and then being here. Just what's on your mind, like, about this?
It's every year it's better than the year before. Every time. So this is really kind of small for the amount of people that you usually have on the Rocky Steps, but it's a great group of people, and the people that are here all the time are just, it's like family now. It really is. There's some people that I'm missing. You're missing them too, probably. But it's just, I'm looking forward to the weekend to see what you got up your sleeves. It's
There's
a
always
great
something,
room.
yeah.
It's a great room
The
too.
room's
The
fantastic.
garden room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. I checked it out.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, were
Yeah,
you
'cause
incognito? I didn't see you there.
Well, because nobody was there. I was like looking around. Walking
Okay,
around.
all right.
Yeah, so yeah.
Well, we're excited to have you
Yeah.
back. I'm excited for you. What do you think? Like, what's your intention? You just want to sit back and chill this weekend? What do you think's good for you?
I like chilling.
I know. That's why I said that.
Well, and people give me a hard time. Pisces, water flow. Just do that. But I'm launching I'm doing a 5-day detox for beginners, Whole Foods, and I'm launching on the Monday after Easter. So that's what I've been working on. Yeah.
Oh, well, make
I'm
sure you-
really excited about that.
Make sure
So,
you put
yeah.
that tag in there
Okay.
for that. So,
All right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah,
glad
so
you're
I'm
back.
excited. I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
So much.
Yeah.
We got Julie and either Linda McBee. We got.
You're up. You're up. Be excited. Let's go.
Let's get Linda up here. Linda, this is Linda's first time. This is Linda's first time being here. So Linda, come on up here. How are you?
I'm great. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. So you got the stage. Just share, like, today's experience. This is your first time being here and participating in this. So just share from the heart. What's going on? How you feeling? What do you want to share?
So when I stood at the bottom and Austin said about walking up the steps, the last couple years, as most of you know, I've struggled with Lyme disease a couple years ago and was hardly out of bed. Like no energy, and something like this would have just been way over the top. But the way the steps are laid out, there's 5 or 6 steps, and then there's a landing, and then there's 5 or 6 steps. And that's literally what the last couple years have been like for me. I'd go up the couple steps and then I kind of plateau. And then I go up a couple more steps. But that's life. You know, it's not, you don't get to the top immediately to the top in the first step. It's stair steps, and we grow, and then we take action with what we've learned, and then we grow, we take action with that. And so I don't know, I think we've been up and down the steps now like 4 or 5 times today, and I feel great. I mean, yes, I did take our GTS for stamina to help do all of that, but that's what, as I walked up each time, I was like, wow, that is life. And it's just getting to that next tier and that next step, and that's baby steps to life.
Wow.
It's taking one step in front of the other and moving forward.
So I just learned something, because I never thought of it that way. You see how like people say, oh, it's the steps, but look at the great metaphor you just pulled out of that. You got 5 or 6 steps, then a landing. And isn't that like life, where we climb and then we plateau? And then we go, and then we feel like, oh, I shouldn't be plateaued, but that's part of it. It could be a rest. It could be like God, universe calling you to rest. Or it could be maybe you're like plateaued and you're like, I got to get to the next step, right? But it all has a meaning. So that is
right.
Really
and
great.
That plateau might be a couple steps, but it might be a year. But it's just the way it works in life and the step, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to get to the top.
Yeah. So what are you most looking for this weekend?
Oh, just excited to be here in person. Oh my gosh, last year it was virtual that I jumped on, and so just to be able to say hello to folks and for the growth that's going to happen, and I'm just super excited.
Yeah, and I'm excited to hear more about your story and the incredible products you have, the Happy DNA candy.
Awesome.
It's
Great.
candy
Thanks.
that makes you well. So that's
healthy candy.
Yeah.
I mean, like, isn't that an oxymoron?
Yeah, right. Thank you so
Come
much.
on,
Give
Joya.
Linda some love here. Oh, she wants you in here. You two were just talking. What were you two talking about?
Like,
What were you sharing?
Oh, we were, because we met through CLA, we met through you guys. It just like,
We had no idea how many times like our paths had crossed, and that's just life. It's the kind of intertwine of.
yeah. And I want to say with the plateau, it's also a time to integrate all the things that you learn,
Wow.
and then you integrate.
Yeah.
And then you take on more things and you integrate. So,
Wow.
because if we keep going, then like you said, you're never going to get the top. You know, we need to have that time to just
Oh,
But
boy,
it-
that's
down into the cellular
That's
level.
deep. Julie is deep. I love it, Julia.
yes,
I love
into
it.
the cellular level. That's what
That's
it's
right.
all about. Because once our cells are healed, then the rest of us are healed and can move forward. Yeah.
Wow, that was great. Julie,
Yeah, so we had a
The
really
chaps.
great conversation here on the steps.
maybe we should just put the camera on you and let's and I just walk away, because that would have been more exciting.
No, because it looks like the chat's blowing up too.
Yeah.
So who else on? I can't put
We
my
got
glasses on. To
Mama
see.
Mo, Mandy's on here. I know Mandy's excited about the bagpipes, but
Yeah.
we have,
we were thinking about you, Mandy, when the bagpipes were playing.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
something tells me we'll be meeting Tom again. So that's
Okay.
a really cool
Cool.
thing. So, Julie, this is your second time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do you?
Well, I'm
just-
standing here with
Yeah,
you.
you can stay together.
Yeah. Well, other than what, just what we were just talking about, it's being here and being from the area, Rocky's, I remember when he was standing here with his statue, but it's the underdog, we call people from New Jersey scrappy, right? Because we have to just get up and go and have to deal with traffic and all that. But it puts a different emphasis on moving forward, because you have to move forward through all of this, the stuff that's around us. So it's just a very, I love coming here. I love coming here with you and the group, and it's really a great time to be here. So I highly recommend it next time we have Flashpoint.
Yeah, well, they can still come this either virtually this weekend.
I was going to say, jump on the virtual ticket.
Because there might be somebody who's looking for a change.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's that spur of the moment, I need to be there thing that happens. But tell everybody what you do, because I want people to know.
Yeah.
You know.
I've been in the wellness field for over 20 years. I help people make peace with their past. Right now, I have I do private work with clients and help them with on the body. I'm a massage therapist and a stress reduction coach. So I help people kind of integrate, there's that word again, peace and wellness, not only physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually.
That's fantastic.
And then I also, for my day job, I am a massage therapist for a local hospice here, and I help people in that time of their life. And we're all going to be there. We're all going to have that moment where, when we get there, we want to have no regrets, right? So it's doing everything now where you're living without any regret, and just
beautiful
moving forward.
message. So Julie's going to be here all weekend. She's going to do a special thing for us on Sunday. You can still get a ticket. And we're live at the Rocky Steps. This is like a summit. Believe it or not, this is going out to Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, Roku, YouTube, and multiple Facebook platforms right now to share some positivity in the world that's seems like it's just dumped with negativity all the time. Every time you turn on something, you're getting something negative. So here's something positive. Share it. Share it with somebody. We got some great people here. And what I'm going to do is take a pause. I'm going to add, we can bring, so even though we're in Philadelphia, we can bring Texas in the house. It's the magic of technology. So I want to introduce somebody who's helping me right now in the back, our very own, who do you think it is?
Oh, I know.
Duchess DJ Love. Will you please show yourself?
Absolutely.
Hello, everyone. Congratulations on those Rocky Steps. I'm so proud of you guys. Y'all going to have a fabulous experience tonight and all weekend long. I'm just looking forward to listening in and eavesdropping on all the great things that are happening.
We miss you.
Yeah, we're going to miss you, DJ.
Well, thank you. But I got a lot going on with my family. So, I had to cancel a lot of the events I had planned. So you guys keep me in your prayers. And again, this Rocky Steps is to kind of build us up. Life takes us one step at a time. So
we're sending you lots of love. I really appreciate, this is how selfless, she's got a lot going on and she agreed to come on here. So I just want to honor you for being on here and helping us with the tech behind the scenes. Cause I'm on my phone right now and we're streaming through all these platforms. It's just amazing that we can do this. And I'm grateful for you being on there. And we're going to have another surprise visitor, but we got some more people to say hello to. And then we might do a group shot. But we got a lot of selfies here. We got a lot of people that are just into the scene. I'm not mentioning any names, but, people that are just taking pictures all the time and not really taking any time. Oh, there she is.
Wait, I'm getting a number.
You're getting a phone number. All right. Anyway, check in with yourself, right? Think about your season that you're going through right now and take something, grab something here that you can take with you tonight. Something that you can, a new insight, perhaps, a new decision. I don't know what it is, but it's your job. It's your opportunity to figure it out. You want to come on and say hello real quick? Yeah. Dr. Andrea Adams-Miller, everyone. Hi, from the Red Carpet Connection.
Well,
thank you. Go ahead.
I was just going to say thank you so much, Austin, for having us all here. It's the first time I've been able to be at the steps with Austin. Last year I had to miss it because I think I already had an event that Friday, so I didn't come in until Saturday. And it's been really joyous. We had a nice, really beautiful, intimate group here, and we've been talking about the different things that have been available and showing for us as we've been walking up the steps and reflecting and what's possible for us in our journey, in our flight up towards being able to come up here and just let ourselves fly what's available for us. So thank you, Austin, for that.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. How was this for you? Because you go to a lot of events.
Well, I go.
How many events do you hit a year? Just real quick.
This last year I haven't counted, but the year prior to COVID, I did 170.
170 events. So you've been to a lot of events. So why don't you speak? This is the first time you've ever done So,
Yeah, the Rocky experience. So the Rocky experience is really a beautiful opportunity, you know, for people to come together. And so it's for yourself and for your peers as well. So you're in a journey by yourself, and at the same time, they're in their journeys. And then so you know that other people are going through something. You know, when we think about it and you reflect on your life, you know, sometimes you don't take that pause and that moment to reflect on what's happening for you and what's possible for you. And when you're able to, you know, think of a movie or something inspirational like Rocky, you know, Sylvester Stallone running up the steps, it gives you a moment to think, well, what if that were me? What is my fight? What is my, you know, what can I conquer? And it may be something as simple as steps. I mean, I'll be candid. I walked up the steps. We did a photo shoot, and then I only ran up half the steps for the video, and then I walked up the steps again, and I'm like, I'm stepped out. And that's because, you know, this last year, I've had a lot of things that I have decided to change and break through. At the last breakthrough in October, I had made some decisions for myself to let some things go that no longer served me. And I thought that was so painful. I had a whole huge big story about it. And then this last week, I finally have made those final cuts. And what's really interesting about that is it was so freaking easy. Like, we make things hard, you know, we add a story to everything, but we don't realize that being in the story actually made it more difficult, because we were around people who didn't serve us, didn't love us, didn't lift us, you know, held us back, you know, weights, or talked in such a way that didn't inspire you and love on you, or they thought about themselves and didn't include, you know, whatever that was. You know, the second you're away from that, you have no idea how freeing it is. And so, you know, I had all this weight of bullshit all over me, and now I can let it go. So, you know, next time I can run up the steps and it'll be fine. So it's time to let go of the weight that I've been holding on to. Actually, I think I hold my weight like a blanket to comfort me, and I don't need the security blanket anymore. So
thank you for being candid.
Yeah.
Thank you for being upfront.
I mean,
wow. No,
yeah,
that's
anybody
really
can come here. I mean, actually, the steps aren't that hard. I actually probably could have ran the whole thing. It just, at first it was hard because I've been in a car for 8 hours today. Well, actually 9 hours today.
Tell
and then
them
they were like, run up the steps.
How
And I'm
long,
like, oh,
how
God.
far did you drive? How long did you talk about this journey?
Okay, so my journey started 3 weeks ago when I drove out to California to an event. I worked an event there, and I did a cross-country spiritual retreat with a healing friend of mine, a peer, a confidant, and a coach. You know, we drove out together. She drove out with me, took a couple days, and went through by the arches and, you know, through Utah and Arizona. It was absolutely gorgeous. And then we got there, did the event for 4 or 5 days. It's like every time I go to an event, by the way, it's like a reunion. Like, once this is your tribe and this is your world, event after event, it's just absolutely amazing. It's the people that are attracted to come to them that are, I mean, Austin attracts amazing, lovely people that I happen to see at other events as well. But they show up differently here. They show up here with more heart and soul here. It's not that they don't have heart and soul at the other places. Those tend to be more business or focused on this or that. Where here, it's more about support and love for each other and for yourself. So we just get to show up differently here, and so it's nice. You can be vulnerable. You can just play in a ball field where you know you're going to be included, and you always get to be chosen to be on somebody's team. And first, you know, like, nobody's last here. And that's what's different about being at Flashpoint 4.0, 5.0, and 6.0 in the future.
You can still get a ticket, but just before we just quickly, what are you most looking forward to this weekend, having coming back after? Now you kind of know it's, you know,
yeah.
it's a little different.
So for this time, I mean, because I said I had that shift for me, and then I've been working on making that shift fully here. And now that I'm here, what's next? So I have some possibilities for myself on what I want to do, but I get to have a clean palette when I come here, a clean, you know, canvas of what beautiful painting, you know, what masterpiece that I get to paint while I'm here. And I don't quite know yet what will come, but I'm allowing the universe to manifest and reveal to me what is possible for Dr. Andrea Adams Miller. And the reason I'm talking about myself in third person is that's, you know, sometimes you need to look at yourself in an objective view and see how things are. And when you look at yourself objectively, all of a sudden you can see things in the past that you didn't realize were what they were, and you can see things with a new reality and a new perspective. and then that just really opens the future to something more. By the way, you guys can join us virtual. There's a general and a VIP pass. I recommend the VIP pass. So go to www.austinhaines. Haynes is spelled with an I, so HAINES.com, austinhaines.com /live-events. A dash, don't write dash.
Yeah, we probably can put a QR code up there.
Yeah,
We'll put a QR code up at some point. Thank you so much. You're going to be helping me out this weekend.
Yeah.
We're going to have some miracles. We've already had miracles with the bagpiper. Did you know the bagpiper worked in corporate for 30 years?
I heard him saying
and he
that.
quit and became a full-time bagpiper.
I mean, talk about
like
amazing dreams.
Yeah, synergy, just incredible.
Dr. Andre Adams Miller, the redcarpetconnection.com, and the Keep Smiling movement.org, #Living Red, #Keep Smiling, #Flashpoint, #Austin Haynes. Just love you guys. Bye.
Thank you so much. Amazing. So we have some more things to cover. I'm grateful that you're here. It is Friday. You might be into your weekend, but if you're here, I'm grateful that you're here. Or if you're on the playback or you're on one of the social platforms, the over-the-top TV platforms, we welcome you as well. And I think what we're going to do right now is we have another guest here. But first, before we do that, we have the organization that made all this possible tonight. So, and just so you know, we're streaming on Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, Roku, and many others, all through the E360 TV platform, all through E360 TV. And I want to bring on somebody here in a moment to give a public thank you and a shout out. If we can do that, but I just need to check because I'm on my phone. DJ, is our guest ready to join us? Let me see here. Yes. Yeah, we're good. We got it all figured out, everyone. We're not done. We got ground to cover, so make sure you share this. There he is.
Yay!
Come on over here.
Wow.
This is Aaron from E360 TV.
What's up,
So
guys?
Aaron made this possible for us tonight.
Great to see you guys. Great to see you.
Aaron, welcome to the Rocky Steps.
Hey,
Your platform. We're
this
streaming
is
live.
amazing. Man, this is so iconic that what you got going on here. You know, right on the Rocky Steps. I mean, come on, this is amazing, man. What a group,
Yeah.
group of people.
So I do have some background noise, but I definitely wanted to bring you on to say hello. And
Well, I appreciate you bringing me in, man. I just wanted to, say hello to your audience and just say, hey, Austin, you do an amazing job and doing this program out here, this special. This is a huge day, and I appreciate just watching you grow and everything you've done for E360 TV, of course.
yeah, no, I appreciate you and what you've done in allowing us to do this and pushing out our broadcasts. Because we're not prime time, right? So because of your platform, we're able to get out there. We're able to reach more people, and this is the first time we're able to do this. I don't know, if there's any other programs that are, on the Rocky Steps or, so.
I think you're setting a pretty high precedent here, is what I'm seeing here.
Yeah. So we got to get you here one year, though. You got to be here with us in person.
I love it. Well, let's do it when it's warm. Okay, how about that?
Yes. Yes. We know you're out in Arizona. Anything you want to share just before we let you slide out?
You know what? I just want to everyone stay tuned on E360 TV. Watch, of course, watch Austin, what he's doing. But, we got so many phenomenal shows. It looks like we're going to be adding possibly up to 30 new shows in just the month of April and May.
Wow.
So it's just more and more stuff coming out. That's just, and again, everything is just amazing stuff. And this is, Austin, you've always been at the ground floor. So I support 100% you do. And I love what you're doing here. This is really unique and a lot of fun. So appreciate it. Let me jump in here for a second to say hello.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Aaron. Thanks for letting us do this. And we'll be talking on the other side.
All right, man.
Bye for now.
Thank you. Standing ovation.
Give Aaron some love here. And stay tuned because we're going to have the Rocky statue. Ann, come on in here.
Hi there.
This is Ann, everyone. Ann.
I'm a friend of Austin.
So your
nice
friend.
to see you, Aaron.
Real quick, you have never been in anything like this. What are you thinking
I
about?
love it. Yeah, I love Philadelphia. And I love improvement, and I love meeting all these people who are into bettering themselves. And
That's
thanks
awesome.
for making that possible, Aaron.
So,
There you go. Yeah.
thank you so much.
All right.
Good to see everybody.
Fantastic. Yeah, so we will bring the Rocky statue here, but I got one more very special guest. Aaron, you're free to do whatever you want. If you want to exit,
Okay.
you can
Sounds
hang out,
good.
whatever you want to do.
I can't. Okay, here, I'll exit. All right, thanks, man. I'll watch you on the big screen, okay?
Well, thank you so much. Thank you. So we have what we do with this event. This kicks off the weekend. So this is the first day. We do a Friday night. We're here at the Rocky Steps. We have the Rocky Experience. And we have somebody who sponsors this section. So this year we have somebody very special, somebody who's become a friend, somebody who I share a lot. I think we're like kindred souls, if you will, on the path, if you will, on the path. So remember that. But this gentleman is known for peace, love, and bring it back. He hails out of New York, but there's so much more. So I want you to help me welcome our sponsor for the Rocky Steps, who sponsored this section, Mr. Dave Chemetsky. Let's give Dave some round of applause, Dave.
Hey, how's it going, brother?
Good. The floor is yours. So I'm glad you're here. You've been to the Rocky Steps before. It's your first time
but
doing
every
this.
time I've been here, I actually see something differently. I think about things differently. I was actually just watching people go up and how each person individualizes it. And some people are just working out, but some people are pushing themselves against their kids, pushing themselves each different way. And that's really one of the things that we do. That's what this whole Flashpoint movement is about pushing yourself, but doing it for yourself, not because anybody says so. It all is about pushing yourself, learning things about yourself, continuing to grow yourself, and really just have those opportunities. Like this opportunity today, we were hoping the weather was going to hold out, the weather held out, and watching. But what I actually want to do is, we could turn it.
Yeah,
you probably can't see in the background. It's the City Hall. So if you look at it, you can see it a little bit, but you can't see it that high. What I want, that used to be the tallest building. It is not the tallest building anymore. Because what happens is we start pushing ourselves. The cities start pushing ourselves. And now I asked the question earlier. And does anybody here know how many steps there are to get up here?
72.
72, exactly right. What's important about 72?
I don't know.
Okay, 18, in my faith, 18 is a magic number. It's the meaning of life. So 72 times 4
A squirrel just
is a
ran
squirrel. It's my grandfather. I guarantee it. Okay, but it's 4 times. We said there's pauses along the way. And that's the really amazing part about having those type of things. You need to pause a long time. There's 4 chambers in our heart. Think about that. 72 times 4. Well, 18 times 4. Life times 4. There's 4 sections in our life. One of those sections are that growth section. And that's really what we're talking about, is growing. And that's what this weekend's about. It's going to be individualized. We'll be there together. We're going to create a safe space. Having that safe space is so important because that's going to allow us growing taller than the other buildings. That's the idea of doing these things. It's not just going there. Yeah, I've been to the Rocky Steps a billion times. But the thing is if you watch everybody coming up, everybody goes up differently. Some are just pushing themselves. Some is just exercise. There's no wrong way to go up. And that's what this is all about. It's really about no wrong way to find what's really inside of you and finding that peace and love. Because that's the most important part. I've learned in the past couple of years, especially the past 3 years have been pretty rough, that I got to tell you, the idea of what I've grown through, what I'm still growing through, even this week. I mean, Austin, before we walked up there, who had a rough week? I did. I don't mind telling people I had a rough week, and I'm still here because we chose. It's the choices that we make that then become who we really are. Not only what happens to us, but how we overcome those things. And it's coming up these steps any which way. We did it individually. We did it as a group. And this whole weekend, that's what we're going to do, is we're going to heal each other individually, but we're also going to be a group. We're going to be supported. And that's what this is really all about. Standing on top of the steps. This real story about Rocky isn't just that he went up to the steps. If anybody really remembers that movie, he failed the first time. He couldn't make it up. He struggled, but he fought himself. He battled himself to get up there. That's what he was celebrating. He didn't celebrate a win. It was a personal win. And that's the really important part, is when we have our personal wins, we grow and continue to grow. Keep pushing yourself, because that's really what this is about pushing yourself, walking up there, running up there. There's people of all ages, all different physical abilities. And that's why these Rocky steps are important. It's just a metaphor. Pushing yourself to do whatever you need to do during life. That's what really is going to be all about. And I can't wait to do it. Come on, Austin.
Dave, thank you so much for that share. But you had a rough week, and I'm glad you should have, because it's like keeping it real.
Well, I think that's what we need to do.
Yeah.
I think that's part of it, is saying, look, you can talk about positivity. You can talk about all the amazing things, getting up to the top of the steps. But it doesn't always mean that you feel that you need to be there. I knew I needed to be here for a lot of reasons. One, a commitment that I made to my friend, but also I needed it for myself. I can't wait to see what I'm going to learn tomorrow from you and be part of that experience. It's not about that every day is going to be a sunny day. It's going to be great. It's about what you do on those days that maybe don't feel so good.
Yeah.
And that's really what it comes down to. You still show up. There are people here, rain, sleet, and it's Philly. Hey, it's not always easy to get up here. But the answer is you keep pushing yourself through. And I don't mind sharing when my days are not as good. Yeah, I want to be positive every day. Everybody wants it. And what do you do to make that happen? Just adjust it. Tell yourself it's okay when you're feeling less good. But jump on top of your steps. Walk up whatever staircase you have and celebrate yourself. Remember, Rocky didn't succeed at the beginning and didn't succeed every game, right? Every movie he would lose or be close to losing.
Yeah.
And then he'd win at the end. Find what your end is.
Yeah.
Find your path when we talk about being on your path.
I'm excited to see what you're going to do with the bat. You got Dave has a whole program around the bat. So
yeah, because I really my programs were usually about on the path, about mentoring people through traumas and fixing yourself, including myself.
Because you went through a trauma yourself.
I've gone through a lot of traumas. Yeah. Once I started preparing for these speeches, it really is one of those things. You're like, I went through a lot. It wasn't just one thing. And most of us, if we think about it, have not just gone through one thing. It's just keep overcoming, right? It was Rocky 1, then Rocky 2, Rocky 3, using this metaphor. But the real answer is there's always a different challenge. It wasn't the same challenge. It wasn't just one fighter. It was keep pushing yourself. And when you do that, that's the real power.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's no accident that the flags are at half mast. Yeah. The flags have been lowered because of all this, stuff happening in the world. It's going to move, but the flag will be up again. Maybe your flag's at half mast right now, and it's time to think about what it means to raise up again.
Yeah, well, that's exactly it. That's one of the things I talk about when you and I first talked about how your flashpoints in life. I talk about them as a phoenix moment. What we rise from and how we rise, how we have those abilities to when we think we can't get up anymore, we do. We find a way to do that, and if you can't, that's when you find a community like the Flashpoint community and so many other CLA
and your podcast.
My podcast, that's all we talk about is we have guests on.
So tell the name of the podcast.
Well, the podcast, and that's really where the bat's coming from, is peace, love, and bring a bat. And because we all know about peace and love, it's bringing a bat, it's knowing our boundaries, knowing what makes us hit our sweet spot. If you've never had, we'll see the weather tomorrow or maybe Sunday, I have a batting net that I want to teach everybody how to hit their sweet spot, what that feels to them.
Cool
that's a touchstone that we'll have. And really, it's all about finding the right grip, finding what you need to do. And, the challenge that really comes up to is finding the balance, right? Yeah. That's among the things that we talk about is when you can find the right balance, you're going to hit your sweet spot much easier. And I learned it from not having my balance. And now I work really hard every day to make sure I have my balance. When we talked about the four chambers of my heart, every day I say my meditation and prayers for them. And, it really is just everything you can do if you make your time. That's part of the things about the Rocky Steps is I watched all these people coming up, everybody coming up differently, as I mentioned before. But it's individual. It's what helps you. And what can help you really, once you start talking about it and meeting the right people, it will put you into a different level.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing. I'm excited to see what you're going to share this
weekend,
man. Thank you for sponsoring this.
Thank you so much. Get here for this weekend. It's going to be incredible.
We both resonate with the underdog too, so I think it's It's a great.
Yeah, I think everybody does it because we all want that win.
Yeah.
We all want to be on top of these steps, jumping, celebrating, and doing the best we can. And if you could do the best you can, keep doing it. Find it. Even when you feel that you can't do it, push yourself a little further and you'll get it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dave. Thank you so much. Well, it's 7:10. It's getting dark. I'm just going to ask everybody to come in here. Everybody that's here is going to come in. I will share the Rocky statue, and then we're going to end it for tonight. You can still get a ticket for this weekend. You can get a virtual ticket. It's if maybe somebody could put my link in the chat there, or put it up on the screen. Come on in, everybody. Come on in.
Dance party.
Let me
We don't
lower,
have bagpipe to dance to.
let me lower this and just.
Oh, I want to run inside of there. Look how fun that looks.
Oh, yeah.
There's a little kid running inside of the.
All right, everybody, get in here. So
Looks fun.
let's send everybody some love
Get in
out
here.
there, and we're thinking of you. What's the message you want to say?
Come join
Flash-
us.
Wish
Wish
you
you
were
were here.
Yeah.
Wish you were here. How about
I encourage
you're,
you
how about this? You're
to have
free,
your own.
You're present, and you're moving forward.
Okay.
You're
You're
free.
free,
You're present, and you're moving forward. Now, come join us this weekend, everyone.
Come on.
DoubleTree Suites, Mount Laurel, New Jersey. So I did promise the Rocky Steps. I'm gonna if anybody wants to see the statue. Does anybody here want to see the statue?
Yeah, it's just right there. Just run down.
And then we're gonna end with the statue. And every time I go to the statue, there's always people there. Talk about isn't that mind blowing? Like there's always people wanting to get pictures at the statue. And then we're gonna head back to the DoubleTree. We're so glad you joined us. Look at this view here.
Yeah, look, it's 7 o'clock and it still have so many people.
Look,
who are
yeah.
Yes. Pushing themselves, walking up individually, taking their time, in appreciating the moment. And really, that's what it is really appreciating the moment, doing what you have to do to feel what you need to feel. Every moment, anywhere you are, not only at the Rocky Steps, but wherever you are, really become a special moment. And that's why we have to always be present.
And how about the energy being together, right? Getting people together. Like I know you. Yep. We've met a couple of times. I mostly see you virtually, though.
Yeah.
But now, it's cool to get to hang out and do this and share a positive message.
Well, that's what it is. There still is an energy that needs to happen live, not necessarily just all on virtual. And I have to say, being around people really support you, and you find the right people. That's the thing. It's not just find any people. Find the right people.
Yeah, and they just so we're walking over to the statue, everyone. The sun is, even though there's no sun, the daylight's running away right about now. The sun is usually setting here. And we were in Philadelphia. We just did the first Rocky Summit, call it the Rocky Live Summit, at the top of the Rocky Steps, which was there. And this is the Philadelphia Museum of Art. It's an iconic place. I love it. Just coming down here and being able to bring a group of business colleagues, friends, and just to have this experience together is incredible. Because I've been here hundreds of times, but to come here with people who've never experienced it, to go through this process, and to get as a setup for the weekend too.
Yeah,
it really is a special thing. I can't put it into words, even though I'm facilitating it. It just pours into your life. You can't, in ways you can't even imagine. Oh my gosh! See, there's one. Look, there it is.
There you go.
Dave, you want to go up there? You can. Oh, we got a little puppy dog here.
It's all over the city today.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a nice day for it.
Good. Yeah.
What's his name?
Barkley.
Barkley. Hey, Barkley.
Yeah, Sir Charles.
Hey, Barkley. Oh, is it named after Charles
definitely.
Barkley?
This is
Yeah,
Philadelphia.
And
For
it works
sure.
for dogs too.
No, good boy. Good boy.
All
So
right.
there's Barkley,
Have a
everyone.
good night, guys.
Take care now. Oh, hey, buddy. So there it is.
Why don't you bring in the camera just for a little second? Just to make sure you get the quote. Because the quote is really powerful. As you get the quote, it's not how hard you hit,
Yeah,
it's how
it's good.
hard you can get up and hit. Keep moving forward, as we were talking
Hold
about.
on, let me get it here. Yeah, there we go. Boom. Look at that.
That's how winning is done. That's how life
Dave,
is
why
done.
don't you read that? Read that with everything you got. Go ahead.
It's not how hard you hit. It's how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. This statue, yeah, it's just a TV character. It's a movie character. It's all about the attitude. It's all about the movement. It's all about what you do when you fall, when you have those flashpoint moments, when you have those Phoenix moments. It's all about doing what you need to do and getting done, getting up. It's easy to fall down. We all fall down. It's not always easy to get up.
I think we're going to end right there. I got it. There we go. Camera acting up, but we got it. There we go.